Okay.
1 second. Good evening, guys. We're going to watch Anna's second presentation. I recommend for Henrique and Julia to take notes, not only listen to things, but maybe there are new vocabulary, new nice words. Maybe you can ask smart questions to your classmates, make her thinking about what she said, I'm going to time. The goal is speak for around 7 to 8 minutes. If it is over 10, it's too much. Let's go. You can start, Anna.
Okay. Hey guys, my presentation is about Brazilian military directorship. So I'm started about the context. Uh, the military directorship in Brazil began in 1964 to 1985. It is this this military directorship happened to about the overthrow of President João Goulart in 1964 because he was implementing social reforms that disturbing conservative and right-wing sectors, and the social and the society. Have a fear of communism influence. And furthermore, establishment of military regime with the clear objective of combating corruption and communism in Brazil. Uh, so the motivation about this directorship was a political and
Anna,
economic instability.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry to
yeah,
interrupt you, but that let me help you with this word, dictatorship.
dictatorship.
Mm-hmm.
Political and economic instability because Brazil was in economic crisis, inflation, and government instability. Fear of economies because was happening Cold War, uh, and there was wind threat, a fear that left wage movements and communism influence were going strong in Latin America. Political classes and business elite, because settlers in Brazilian political class and business elite was support the coup was a way to preserve their interests and contain the social and economic reforms proposed by President of the period, João Goulart, and alliance with the United States because this country was support and influence countries Latin America, and this country which was concerned about the possibility of left whiting government in Brazil. So the highlights of this period was IA5, the institutional act number 5 of 1968. This act was about heightening of authoritarianism, guaranteeing broad powers to the military regime, suspend constitutional agreements, and increasing the repression. Resistance and opposition movements. Opposition movements include unions, students, groups, social movements, intellectuals, and sectors of the Catholic Church. and economic development and investment. Because large infrastructure projects resulted in a significant increase in Brazil's external debt, because about 1968, the military government uh, do did a project, uh, lo- uh, more big project for the uh, street, on the earth, the country. And another highlights about this period was the redemocratization. This this um, this factor was result for the internal and external pressures lead to political opening, and finally the redemocratization of Brazil in 1985. And this market, this period was put at the end of the regime. So the consequence and legacy about this period. This period was a high violence and human rights violation, because numerous human rights violations include torture, executions, enforced disappearances, and political persecution.
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 Mhm.
Social and economic impact, social inequalities, economic concentrate, and increase in external debt due to the economic development model adopted. And they are contemporary challenge, because influence Brazilian politics and society, flowing discussion about democracy, human rights, social justice, and historical memory in the context of contemporary challenges. So about the famous famous cases about the military directorship. Uh, there was a case, a famous case, in Rio de Janeiro, in Rio Centro, at Rio Centro. In 1981, during a concert, celebrate Labor Day, an attack took place at Rio Centro, planned by sector linked to the military regime. However, the responsible for this attack died, and this attack was to incriminate left wing. Another case, it's about for the political activist and federal deputy Rubens Paiva. He was arrested and disappeared in 1971. And another case was Operation Condor. This is a series of intelligence and repression operation coordinated between the military directorship on South America with the and persuading political opponents internationally. So, the Brazilian military direction left a legacy and repression, human rights violations, and social divisions. Emblematic case of political persecution, censorship, torture, and disappearance symbolize the extent of violation during this period. and the democratization in 1984, 84, present a crucial milestone in overcome is a dark period, and the Brazilian military directorship continues to influence the society, help us to importance and understand and address the challenges from this period. So that's it. This is my questions for the guys.
You didn't
Thank
give
you.
options for the guys.
All right. What?
It's supposed to be multiple choice.
Oh, so
Let's see if the guys can answer. But if they don't answer, you need to answer. Let's see. Go back
I
there. Go
don't
back there.
remember. Okay.
You don't remember. You just spoke about it. Guys, can you answer the questions? Ask the questions to them, Anna.
Question number one. When did the military leadership directorship begin in Brazil?
1960. 1964.
1969,
Ah, it's English.
64.
She even forgot to say it in English. She was too excited to answer.
1964.
1964.
Is that right, Anna?
Yeah.
Okay, 2.
What were the main characteristics of the military regime?
Violence.
Violence.
A restricted government. Government.
Censorship.
Censorship.
Yes.
Can you add more?
Military regime.
Can you add anything else, Anna?
Disappearances, torture.
Okay. Okay, next one.
3. In which year did Brazil undergo a process of redemocracy?
You are taking syllables from the words. Redemocratization. It's pretty much the way it's written.
Yeah.
You can do it. You can do it. Let's see it.
Redemocratization.
Yes. Do you guys remember which year, guys?
The end.
Yeah.
1 year after the beginning, no?
No.
No. The end of the military regime was 1985.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
But
it.
the democratization was in the Constitution, 1989.
Yeah.
That's it. 1989.
1989.
85, no?
89.
85.
The Constitution.
But
Yeah,
the process
the
of
Constitution is after.
yeah.
But
That's it.
don't worry, we are gonna get the words here. 1985.
Yeah.
My
Thank
questions
you,
are not multiple choices too.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Let's see.
It's my turn or Julia?
Go ahead, ask yours first.
My
No,
I was thinking about
Not
my
the question. I
question
thought
in my
you had
presentation.
questions. It's not
Yeah.
multiple choice.
No.
Guys, did you write any new words that you got from Anna's presentation?
Censorship.
Yes.
I wrote.
Censorship. Censorship is a good word. And we are not going to translate. Everybody got what is censorship. Googled, did what you need to do to find it. Do you understand the word, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Before, oh, Jesus Lord. I forgot to stop the timer. Oh, yeah. So I would say it was around 90 minutes because I have 14 here. I think we are speaking for around 5 at least. Okay. The next person who's gonna get ready. For now, we're not gonna do anything because you need to wait for me to finish this recording before I show the words. Ana, I can see that when you want to speak without reading, you are getting confused because you're not using the correct words. So it's super important for you to rehearsal for next times, okay? So for example, sometimes you make what we need to do, you need to stop, make no sound. I know this happens when we don't know what to say. We're thinking about what to say. So guys, there is no like specific oh, I think the sound comes from Ana. Ana, the sound, your microphone is not. There's a lot of sound. I don't know. There's a lot of sound coming from your microphone. I don't know what happened.
Sorry.
So the idea here is, guys, when you don't know what to say, close your mouth, take 1, 2 breaths, and then start again. It's gonna sound that you are more confident and you will know what you are thinking, we're talking about, okay? Second thing is, when you practice, highlight the words that you don't know. So for example, in Ana's case, I'm gonna do one by one, okay? So for example, in Ana's case, a lot of times she was saying directorship, but the words directorship and dictatorship, they're not, I don't consider them very similar, to be honest. Okay, because we will have the k with the T, right? Director and dictator, a bit different. So I'm gonna go through some words I took notes while you were speaking, okay, Ana? It's gonna be on this recording, so I recommend you, if you don't have the time to take notes right now, because I will pay attention to these words when you're recording. So if you guys have the microphones off, you can just repeat after me, okay? Dictatorship, dictatorship. We can say the T, dictatorship, that's okay. Here the problem was, Ana was saying like economy, but economy is this one. In this one, I have an extra sound, economic. Economy, economic. Economy, economic. ED without pronouncing the E, concerned, concerned. Here the problem was the I, left wing, left wing. It would be like da direita, right? Left wing. Guarantees, guarantees. So normally this is a problem, and this is also a problem, guarantees. The problem with this word is, in Portuguese, we say católico, so the stress syllable in Portuguese is to, but the stress syllable in English is ca. So Catholic, 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 not Catholic, okay? Catholic, cat, and then go down. Catholic, Catholicism, Catholicism. These guys, oh my God, even Henrique, which never got this word wrong, is starting to get this word wrong. I don't know if you saw this, but I've paid attention the last classes. So the problem here is because we put the stress syllable here, but it's here. Development, development, development. Okay? Highlight, write down. All of you are getting this one incorrect. This one actually comes with a question. What is the root of this word, guys? Qual que é a raiz dessa palavra? What's the root of this word?
That.
Henrique already got it. So this is the root, but we don't pronounce the D. So débito in English is debt. Thinking that is debt, how would we pronounce this word?
Indebtedness.
Exactly. Indebtedness. Indebtedness. Okay. Which would be like endividamento, right? Indebtedness. Redemocratization, very similar to how we say it. The problem for this one was this word, So regime. This one is already here.
Regime.
Oh, no. I love it that I listened many times and now I said it wrong. Sorry, guys. Regime. Not res, this stress level, right? It's the regime. Now you can say regime. Okay. Moving on from this one, regime. I need to mark only the stress syllable to help you guys. Here the problem was the R, because if you say heights, is the H sound, som de H, heights. But we need the R sound, so rights. Heights, rights. For example, he's afraid of heights. Ele tem medo de altura. He's afraid of heights. But here, rights. Heights, rights. Execution. I already spoke about economy and economic. Contemporary challenges. Sometimes you eat the end of the word, so you didn't say the S here and didn't say the Y here. What's the silent letter in this word? The word that is highlighted.
Bombing. Bomb.
What is the silent letter?
We don't need to pronounce the B.
We
Bomb.
don't pronounce the B. Bombing. Bombing. Actually, it's not that we don't need to pronounce. It's not pronounced, okay? It's a rule. Disappear. Here, what Anna and what can works for all of you, for example, Anna was talking about the disappearance, o desaparecimento. So you need to play with the words, guys. Sometimes like, oh, this person disappeared. So we were talking about his disappearance. Because when he disappeared, you need to play with the words. This is going to be awesome for your language development. Persecuting, and milestone. If we separate here, we have the word mile. The word mile plus the word stone. Who is going to be the next person? Julia, did you agree that Henrique is the last?
Yes.